Okay. Hello, fellow travelers. Today I want to tell you something about my work. That means that I want to tell you something about the way I see Buddhism, or rather Relational Buddhism, and how I operate in the space of education on Relational Buddhism. In fact, it consists of five pieces, 5 parts, and the first part is about Theravada, of course, because that's the oldest in history. And in my program I have something to tell about the life of the Buddha, about things that are not so very frequently told, and I will illustrate that also by showing you some pilgrimage sites. And the second thing that I want to tell on Theravada is not as much the discourses of the Buddha, but rather a piece of work which is known as the Questions to King Minandros, which is a text that I refer to as being a text on ancient Greek Buddhism. And if I present that, I would also present an iconography of the Buddhist figures, and particularly the Buddha, of course, who was represented by the Greeks as Apollo. And there's a lot more to say about that, but in this short frame, let me tell you also about the second part that I'm doing, which is Mahayana, and which is about how to become Bodhisattva, that is a Buddha to be. And I will tell about that in my course, or part of my course, workshop or masterclass, that I call Javanese Borobudur Buddhism. I don't know whether you know about the Borobudur, which is a building which is located in the middle of Java, in between two twin volcanoes. This is a huge building, and the largest building of Buddhism to date. And there you can circumambulate many stairs upwards in insides of 5 books. And if you reach the top, then there will be something that we call emptiness in Buddhism, and which is a rebooting or a resetting of your mind like a computer, and after which you could descend the Borobudur. Also, that means your path in Buddhism in ha-ha mode, so in joyful mode, compassion and loving kindness. So the third part of all of this is the Buddhist psychology. Based on the Theravada and Mahayana, I have devised a psychology which consists of, let's say, 15 themes that I will not go into it now, but the 15 themes are the themes that have been dealt with in all of Buddhism. So you can say that these themes comprises Pan-Buddhism, so the building blocks of Buddhism in all Buddhist teachings. And that I would combine with postmodern psychology, postmodern social psychology I should say, which is called social constructioning. And social constructioning is a very amazing psychology, because stemming from academic psychology, it comes up to the same premises and conclusions as Buddhism. For instance, that reality is a social construction. So reality is not something that exists there in an ontological sense, but it's always something that we construct in a community. So this means that it discards transcendental truths, implying that the truth is empty. And the second thing about social construction is called relational being. So if there are no transcendental truths, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is then, in this take of psychology, relational being, that we are together, we construct reality together, and that we are in it together, and lo and behold, that is something that corresponds with what is called in Buddhism interbeing or intermind. We are in it together, and we have to work together in collaborative practice and make a better world. So the idea of this psychology, of course, is to work toward happiness. And many people, not many maybe, but some of you are on a level of down functioning and need to go to what is called normal functioning in order to get to something of a top functioning. So if you are on a down functioning level, then perhaps you need some coaching, some counseling, some therapy. And in fact, this part of the program is what is being dealt with in this course that I do. And the previous 3 points is the context of this. So, and once you are out of the ditch by Buddhist psychotherapy, as I call it, which is in fact a variation of, let's say, Buddhist cognitive behavior therapy, because it is about changing our thinking and our behavior so as to feel something that our fears and our depressions, our anger reside a little bit, come down a little bit, and perhaps so much that it's enough for you and for us to get to a normal functioning, so that the Buddhist meditations, like mindfulness, which I would call pristine mindfulness, and all the meditations that could be done in Buddhism, will take effect to such an extent that we can reach this top functioning. So the mindfulness that I practice and I teach, I would call pristine mindfulness. And what that is that in the end we are going to experience a non-duality and kill the Buddha concept within us, so to say, as to free ourselves from even the Buddha and Buddhism itself, and so that the way is open for the ha-ha experiences, which we then can learn from after the death meditation, the loving kindness and compassion visualizations, and the laughing, smiling and singing meditations or contemplations. So I hope these 5 parts that I described in a short framework is enough for you to understand what I'm doing, which would be called aiming at happiness amid adversity. So that is like a lotus flowering out of the mud. So happy to be with you, and I hope to become a good guide for you to lead you to some destiny. I don't know which, but the only thing I know, we are on our way. So, happy traveling with me and together. Thank you very much.